There's the sleeve. I'm going to show you on the dress form, but before I do that, I want to do one final steps, and that's putting a 1/4 of an inch stay stitch around neckline. Like this on the smaller stitch to hold that neckline where it needs to be on that 1/4 of an inch marking, so it doesn't pull or stretch when you're testing the fit of your sloper dress. Keep going around. Keep going around. Go ahead and turn up a 1/2 of an inch here in the inside just for the hem, and go ahead and stitch that. Just top stitch it just to keep it away from the edge. I'm turning it up a 1/2 an inch approximately and just stitching it down on the bottom like that. Just to get it out of the way and to have it clean. Okay, I'm doing it about 5/8 of an inch just because I'm going to be stitching on that 1/4 of an inch, just to keep it up like that. You don't want to do too much because if you're going to take this apart, you don't want too much going on. All right, so there we go. About 5/8 of an inch. Just back stitch. And I also added a 1/2 of an inch to the sleeve here as well. You can press it a 1/2 of an inch up and then do a stitch as well here just to keep it up. Measuring where necessary, like I said, on your machine, just to get the bottom from the raw edge. So approximately 5/8 or so, and then stitching there on the edge. All the way around. Go. Just back stitch, needle up, and get it clipped off at the end. And do that to the other side, and I'll meet you back at the table. On the dress form, and you can also make sure you have your apex to your apex on your dress form. There should be an indication on the bodice, as well as your dress form should have a pin. Put it in there, oops, and put it up there. Make sure you go ahead and actually pin on, make sure you actually pin on those stitching lines, that 1-inch stitching lines, to test your fit. But I want you to see how this is sewn. I'm going to pin it all the way toward in the back on that 1-inch seam. You want to grab at the waistline and make sure that's exactly where it needs to be as well. Pin both of them like that. And this is going to be testing or seeing your sloper that you've made, either flat pattern or draping. Hopefully you have purchased one of mine, or you followed my steps to make your own. And there you go. So it's fitting beautifully, fitting absolutely beautifully across the shoulder, across the back, across the front. We're going to take that pin out. You want to make sure that the line is on the center line of your dress form, that it's falling nicely, that your sleeve is falling nicely on the center like that. We have the cap, the shoulder seams, and the other sleeve is falling beautifully. And that's how you sew professionally your sloper dress pattern that you've developed either in school or through my programs. And I hope you love this video. Give it a thumbs up if you love it. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye. Don't forget to subscribe.